This is Andrew.
This is Chris.
And this is Infinite Errors. And right now we're going to play Pocket Bike Racer.
We are continuing our saga of Burger King-related games. And this said somebody wasn't signed in.
I just said we couldn't get achievements, so who cares?
All
right. I'm not really sure I would want a record on, Xbox history.
Can we just go back a second? Because I'm noticing how horrific that king looks.
I mean, that's exactly how he looked in the cartoons, or in the commercials, rather, but...
That's so creepy.
He has always been the creepiest.
Didn't they have a commercial where he, broke into somebody's house?
Oh, yeah. That's
and,
literally,
where was hovering over them with
oh, yeah.
burgers?
That's several commercials back when when they used him all the time. Which they apparently just recently brought him back.
They did.
That's good. We probably want AI players. Turn AI on. I'm assuming this is like a Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah.
Got
150 cc.
Yeah, we're probably going to fail at 50. Is there just a random or something?
Yeah, random.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do this. Pocket Bike Racer, the king.
I gotta be Whopper Jr. again.
I wonder...
Flamethrower goodness.
Oh, there was no character customization in this one. Subservient chicken?
Wow, that's...
Are you... Really? Wow. Game, that... Okay. Well, I'm going to be Brooke Burke.
So, I'm just going to stick with Whopper Jr. because... Yeah.
I really don't even know what to say to that. Subservient chicken? That's terrible.
It really is. Hit X.
Okay. Standard race, classic race for classic fans.
The only thing not up to you is who wins, or is it? Let's see if we can have it our own way. So,
have it your way.
If it's our choice, then at the end it should just pop up and say, who won this race?
Yeah, have it your way. It was me.
Are you okay with the fact that Subservient Chicken won? No.
Okay, now I feel really bad about yelling at the chicken so much last time.
Because apparently
if he's a subservient... If he's just a subservient chicken, then now I just feel terrible.
I can't believe that's literally his actual name.
Why is this taking so long to load?
It is a mystery.
Wow.
Well, you could use the shield aggressively, apparently.
It's taking so long to re-up the shield.
It heard us complaining that we couldn't read it fast enough in Big Bumpin', so now it's... okay.
Okay, so...
We're off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, I have really... Oh, okay, so you can jump with the left trigger, it seems.
I can't seem to jump.
I did some sort of a jump. Maybe I was going over a jump.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're
looking like you're about to fall off.
I am about to fall off.
This honestly is about as well as both of us drive in real life.
No clue. Okay, maybe you. I am way better at driving than this.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far, but...
I am really having a terrible time here.
Yeah, we're all having fantastic... you're driving the wrong way on the street.
That's not my fault! But that does remind me of high school when I was doing senior tag.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know what senior tag is, the way we played it was we had everybody... How did you get into third?
I don't know. The screen just went white and suddenly I'm 6 places up.
It must be nice. I wish I would get some sort of break like that.
Senior tag.
So the way it worked was you would have... What is that pink thing? I'm just trying to figure this out, and it's really not working well for me.
While you're trying to figure this out, we can... I mean, to be fair, we both have our history of maybe not doing the correct things on the road. I'll tell a story since he's busy trying to figure the game out. One time, also in high school, I was giving a friend a ride. We actually had just been having a party at Chris's house here. And I don't remember exactly what it was he was doing, but get behind me, subservient chicken. But
I just fell off of the planet.
It was... He was a high school kid doing stupid high school kid things to his friend. Like, that's...
Wasn't he peeing on someone's car or something?
That sounds about right. I honestly do not remember exactly what he did, but whatever it was he did, like,
It was unbelievably stupid,
yes.
And I'm pretty sure...
That's it, probably. Oh! Whopper Jr. falls into the abyss. But, anyway, he, like, screams at me, and he's just like, go, 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 go! Because,
go, go, go!
Like, this is, the worst travesty that anyone has ever performed to another human being.
Well, that's because we came outside and we were like, "What are you doing?"
Oh yeah, you did.
Why are you peeing on this? Why are you peeing on the car?
And so she screams at me, "Go, go!" And so I go back up and immediately plow the back of my car into the pole that is directly outside Chris's house, like at the back of his, where the driveway connects to the road. If you keep going backwards, on the other side of the road, there's a pole. And I plowed the back of my car into it. And then
so many people have hit that pole.
And then our friend screamed, not because, oh, I'm hurt, or because, oh my god, I can't believe you did something to your car. He's just like, oh, my Cheetos!
It was really unfortunate that his Cheetos got spilled that day.
It was, which just tells you the priorities of the people that we know, which, I mean, I can't blame him. I would probably be upset about the Cheetos, too, because Cheetos are tasty. But...
Well, so that same friend that screamed about the Cheetos, he also was in the car for my senior tag story, which works out perfectly.
How did you get... Somehow you got in front of me because I was distracted by telling you the story.
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening.
What?
I'm just hoping...
3 times in a row. I've died on this exact same curve. Anyway.
So...
Story.
Jolly is on the last lap. Christina.
These are really long laps.
I accidentally set it to 3. I shouldn't have done that.
We didn't know.
No! Yeah! The chicken's like right in front of me. As long as I'm not last, I'll be happy.
You're not, because that's me.
I know.
By a huge margin.
I will say, though, that I'm rather disturbed that her butt is so defined. How much time
did they spend
on
that butt? I'm beginning to feel like that was the majority of the development time on this game.
Like, are you kidding me? Why? That is not what I'm playing this for. I'm playing this to have a terrible story about terrible things. So, for those of you who don't know, the way senior tag worked at our school was you would have everybody on teams, obviously, and you would use Nerf guns. And anyone who got hit with a Nerf gun was out, and each game spanned a week. And whoever's team had the most other players out at the time, obviously won. I mean, most people understand how games work. So,
if not, you're probably watching the wrong channel. So,
so what I did was the same friend who screamed about his unfortunate Cheeto accident when your car plowed into a thing.
At his behest.
At his request, basically.
No! So he was in the car for senior tag.
Oh, no. Sorry, I got hit with electricity, which I believe inverses your controls for a second, and things did not work out well for me. I was in 3rd.
I literally just figured out how to use items, so...
I don't even know if I'm getting items.
You are. That's the meter on the side. I just figured
So how do you get them?
When you go through the, slalom cone thing, it charges up your items.
Okay, but how do I know if I have an item? I finished...
See how, you see on the side, it fills up? You get the item you want, you use it when it's at that level. Is how it works.
So I'm all the way full then.
So yeah, which apparently shoots lightning.
So how do I...
It's X.
It's X? Oh, jeez.
Like I said, I literally just figured out how items work.
So, to finish out the story, we decided that we needed Wendy's. Because obviously things don't change very much in the 20 or not 20, 10 years since we've been in high school. I really like food. And Wendy's is really delicious fast food. If you like fast food, which I do, for obvious reasons. So you pick the next course or whatever.
I can't do anything right now, but you have to push. Oh, okay.
I didn't have to push anything.
Just hit random.
Do two laps.
I can't do anything. You have to do it.
You can't?
No.
I want to do Fantasy Ranch.
Okay.
That's what I want.
And then get back to
Standard Race, Ultimate Cone Trail, Hardcore Race.
That's probably. I'm assuming that would be like no items. Just
what is Hardcore Racing? Battle Royale.
Sure.
Hardcore Racing. That's what I'm about. Start game.
All right.
So now in this ridiculously long loading.
Yes.
So we decide that we're going to go to Wendy's. And in that decision, I realized I needed gas. So I ran over to the gas station, which is leading directly out of town. I start to get gas. I realize, in the worst luck, the other team is right next to us, also pumping gas. And I thought, oh, great. Instead of, even though he had nothing to do with the game because he was a couple grades behind us, he had nothing to do with the game at all. I could have just had him get out, pump the gas, and we could have been on our merry way to Wendy's. No. Instead, what I decide to do is, his cape is flowing very...
They put as much effort into the cape. Okay, so
They put as much effort into that cape than they did Brooke's butt.
Yes. That's exactly where I was going with that. We've determined that is where their efforts went, is to the King's Cape, which is a beautiful cape.
You're right, Hardcore Racing is just...
driving, there's no items.
Which is actually kind of boring.
A little bit.
I'm a little upset. But Fantasy Ranch,
Fantasy Ranch is kind of cool, yeah.
Look at the scenery. These giant mushrooms.
Like ridiculously large tomatoes.
Regular-sized trees.
A huge Whopper that we just passed.
Oh, yeah.
A huge Whopper.
Unfortunately, it's disgusting mayonnaise.
That is a burger that would be worthy of the name Whopper.
Oh.
Actually, there might be a chicken sandwich.
Is it a chicken sandwich and a burger? Winston is on the last lap. Oh, that's right, because there's only two.
We moved it to 2, yeah.
Which is good. So anyway,
instead
of getting out and just having him do the gas, I decided it would be a brilliant plan to immediately speed out of the gas station, knowing that there was a cop sitting over around that area, and that was just a mistake. I needed to scratch my ear, and it turns out things went horribly for me. Just as things are going horribly for you right now.
And in your story where you made terrible decisions.
Yes, I know. I'm getting to that. I want to get around you. You are the worst. What's happening?
What's happening is that I'm the superior racer.
No, you're not the superior racer. The game just stopped me for absolutely no reason. So, I sped out of that area. I ran. I started to drive down my street. Realized that they were following me, and that because they had two separate cars, one car came from one direction, the other car came from the other. So I sped down the hill backwards, and I came to an intersection. I decided to stop for the intersection.
Poor subservient chicken got loud.
We don't care about the subservient chicken right now. I stopped for the intersection, and I decided, hey... I need to go through this intersection because they're coming from two different directions. I have no idea. I just don't want to get out. I don't want to. I'm by myself. My other team is not there. Their whole team was there. So I don't want to be the first one out that week. So I just blaze through the intersection backwards. I make a turn, and then I see the blue and red flashing lights.
Which, honestly, is kind of amazing that you got this far into the story before the cop decided to go after you. But
you need to understand the level of... Listen, why would a cop want to ruin, some high schooler's day when he's just going a couple miles over the speed limit? But what he saw was when he came up to us and he said, what I saw was strange was I noticed a car sped to the gas station, which I was like, I was not speeding at that point. Maybe I really don't remember.
It's entirely possible you were speeding the whole time.
It's more likely that I was speeding the whole time. But wow, this is an extremely short course.
It really is.
That's way shorter. I mean, I guess it's about as short as a Burger King parking lot. So we ended up getting off, and the only thing I had to do was I had to give him my Nerf gun.
He actually didn't give you a ticket?
He didn't give me a ticket.
He just gave you... Wow.
I had to give him my Nerf gun. But the worst part about anything is when we were sitting there in the car after getting pulled over from driving backwards through an intersection, our wonderful friend looked over at me and said, "So does this mean we're not going to Wendy's?" And that is it for Pocket Bite Racer, and that is it for this episode.
Wow. See you next time.
Bye. I did stop. That's the thing. I used intelligence. I stopped. I stopped for the intersection before I went through. So, I'm sorry. Just because you don't go through an intersection the way that they're not meant to go through, does not mean I deserve a ticket for that. I stopped. I signaled. I forgot to put that in there. I signaled my turn, and then